From Fox News, chaos in Chicago. ICE protests turned violent, forcing agents to fire tear gas and rubber bullets to break up the crowds. They've been doing that all weekend. I think it started on Friday, maybe on Thursday. Well, that's when I caught notice. I caught notice of this on Friday when they were blocking the exit gate where vehicles were trying to leave from the ICE facility and they were standing in the way, which is not a protest at that point. It's obstruction at that point, which can carry a sentence of up to 8 years in federal prison if you're obstructing the activities of federal law enforcement, which they've been doing time and time again. So let's see what these extremely peaceful protesters have been up to. Well, at least they're using peaceful language. These stupid fucks are shooting fucking fireworks. Bunch of goofballs, man. All right, well, now we can't see shit. Yeah, I was thinking, don't pick up your camera, buddy. You can't see anything anyway. Plus, you're about to get tear gassed. Yeah, there was a clip I think it was also on Friday where there was a whole line of mainstream media that were over on this side across the street on the sidewalk, and they were firing tear gas and like the breeze was carrying it over to the camera guys. That was pretty hilarious. They were all like trying to scramble to grab their equipment while like holding their breath. I mean, that's what they get, dude. The only reason the mainstream media is there is just hoping and praying that a fight breaks out. I mean, they're not there for any other reason but for that. Anyway, Homeland Security. These rioters in Illinois are fighting to keep rapists, murderers, and other violent criminals loose on Chicago streets. Instead of rioting, they should be thanking ICE officers who every single day wake up and make our community safer, which, yeah, they actually do.
What do you say to people who are protesting these detentions?
78% of Americans are in
really
favor of
turned
mass
into
deportations.
riots. They are becoming violent. These protesters on Friday, or these rioters on Friday, were throwing gas cans at our law enforcement officers. They were slashing tires and otherwise assaulting
Yeah, they were getting
our
arrested
law
for doing
enforcement.
that.
And Chief Bavino
They were
is
actually arresting
absolutely
people for
right.
throwing the cans
our
back
law
at them.
enforcement officers are getting hurt. There's a 1,000% increase in assaults against them. It is incumbent upon J.B. Pritzker, Mayor Brandon Johnson, to turn down the rhetoric, because they are repeating and really
well, it's also incumbent on our federal government and AG Pam Bondi to make an example of these assholes and give them 8-year sentences, just one after the next after the next. If you're obstructing federal law enforcement, give them the maximum. Just keep giving them the maximum. And that's what they should be doing. Now, I don't know what the federal judges, I'm sure their politics are pretty far left leaning in this area. I don't know about all that. I just think that's what they should be doing.
To violence.
They should be arresting every single one of them.
Really depraved individuals who are being held in this processing facility. Why?
See, yeah, like, look, if they're standing in the street, arrest every one of them. If they're standing up in front of the exit gate from the building, which I think is up over here, arrest every single one of them and charge them with everything you could possibly charge them for. That's what they should be doing. And if there's not enough ICE officers to arrest every single individual there, well, send in the National Guard or send in more of them. I know that they've got like what there's 150,000 people that have filled out applications to become ICE officers. I think that they were only taking like 10,000 to start with. I don't know, man. The Department of Homeland Security, they just got over $300 billion from the big beautiful bill. It's not just a 1-year amount. I'm sure that's over X amount of years, but they just had this insanely massive infusion of money, which what comes with money comes resources. So I just think they should just flood the area with as many officers as they can possibly put out there, and just, if they step out in the street, arrest them for obstruction or whatever. I mean, is that too heavy-handed? Will it hold up in court? I don't know if it'll hold up in court or if it's too heavy-handed, but I just think they should try to make an example out of anybody, especially the ones who are throwing the tear gas back at them. They should definitely give them the max for that.
Why do they want them out? Why do they want them released?
I mean, that's assault on federal officers. That's a 20-year maximum, actually.
What do you say to people who are protesting these detentions?
And these protests have really turned into riots. They are becoming violent. These protesters...
Oh, yeah, okay.